Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's Tuesday, her long teaching day. She never comes on. What is she doing? And why does her hair look like that? And why is she wearing a crafting sweatshirt on a teaching day? Oh, do I have a story for you folks? Oh yes, I do. It's story time. And I have to tell you, this is like as much to cheer me up as it is to give you a good laugh. So, you know how I'm like really careful? I have a whole system here for disinfecting. I have a system for taking out my garbage and everything because we have to here. Taking out garbage in New York City or Brooklyn or Queens in the Bronx is not the same as taking it out, let's say, when I'm in Florida or when we lived in Virginia or Washington. No, our garbage is by the sidewalk, right, Lanny? Like a narrow sidewalk where you can't keep 6 feet from anything. So it's a health hazard right now. You got to prepare for it. And this morning while I was teaching my morning class, the buzzer was buzzing telling me I had packages. So here's what I do. I try to do everything at once, meaning I try to limit how many times I'm exposed to anything. So I try to do my mail pickup, my package pickup, and my garbage and recycling takeout all at once. And hopefully I only, the other day I had to do it 5 times. I had no choice. But normally I try to do it once a day, and if possible, once every 2 days to just limit my exposure. Now, I've been telling you that the grandmas are being amazing here. We don't know what we would do without them. Unfortunately, my doctors are not allowing me to eat their food anymore because they're worried that even asymptomatic people can be carriers of it. So, unfortunately, I can't eat any of the amazing cooking anymore, which has actually caused a bit of a food shortage here for me. But my husband solved it because he's a superhero. We have a 2 to 3 week wait here for deliveries at the moment. So getting emergency groceries in was not an option, but my husband fixed it. And that's a story for a different video, but he did. So anyway, the grandma is downstairs and she is bleaching the floors because they do this for us twice a day to try to keep the contamination down in our building. Amazing women. What would we do without these ladies? So I am wearing my mask, my gloves. I've got my recycling and my garbage, and I'm organized. I've got my mail key in one pocket and my house keys in the other, and I go outside. Now, it's a beautiful, beautiful spring day in New York. It is sunny, it is warm, the birds are chirping. It's just gorgeous. And the streets are filled with people. I could not believe it. And I don't mean packed like they used to be, but way more people than should be out. And many of them, I notice, are not wearing masks or gloves. So I have to wait till a bunch of people pass because I don't want to get anywhere near these people. They're not wearing gloves, they're not wearing masks. I'm like, no thank you. So I stand in our doorway and I wait till it's safe for me to go out to the left and into our garbage area. I do all that. I go back into the building and the grandma's just finishing up the floors, and I pick up my packages and I go to get my mail and I realize I don't have my mail key. It's not in my pocket. That's when it occurs to me, oh dingbat, you have dropped your key somewhere outside. Now you can imagine, I was like, ooh, germs, right? I mean, I'm the one who's so careful. I've got disinfecting stations. I have a disinfecting routine. I have one I do before bed so that if I wake up in the middle of the night and I touch a light switch that I don't have to worry about it. I guess in some ways I am my mother's daughter. This place may sometimes be super disorganized and cluttered at times, but I'll tell you something, it's clean. So, and during this crisis, I have become not quite my mother's daughter, but I'm taking it seriously. I told you, I'm not worrying about the things I can't change, but the things I can take charge of, I have. So I have to go over and get this key. It's now lying on the pavement, right, where all these people have been walking, and I'm groaning because I know it's gross and likely exposed to germs. I pick it up with my little gloved hands like this, and I carry it back inside, and I say to the grandma, I dropped my mail key. So I have to use it to open my mailbox. But I don't want the mail carrier to get sick. So the grandma gets some spray and she sprays the mailbox to disinfect it. Okay, I'm good. You have to understand, I'm on a 15-minute break from teaching. It's a long class, so I give them 15-minute breaks. And I've done all this on my 15-minute break. And this is often what happens. So I'm pretty practiced at it. Haven't run into any trouble before. Before today, I come back in. I disinfect the packages. I put them in the disinfecting box. There's a special box by the door for this. Now, they want us to unpack them right away and take the boxes out. Then they change their mind again on that. Now they're saying, okay, if you disinfect them and you leave them in a secured spot, it's okay. Every day it changes, y'all. I'm just telling you, I'm following the regulations as they give them to us. It's in its special disinfecting box. And I put the keys there too, and I spray it all with disinfectant. I still have some, thank goodness, because I can't get any. Like Lysol disinfecting spray, we have not seen here in over a month, and I can't order it online. Now, I told you I'm lucky because I keep a lot of this stuff because I'm on a chemo-based immunosuppressant. So I have to do a thorough chemo clean every day of my house when I'm on my medicine. So I have more of this in stock than other people, thankfully. So I spray it all, and I get naked. I throw everything into the washing machine, and I go and I get changed for class. Now, I don't have to take a shower, and that's just because I have already showered and I didn't come into contact with anybody, and the grandma and I were far enough apart. And thankfully, because I was smart and I waited in the doorway, I had no exterior exposure. I didn't come near, I didn't come within 10 feet of anybody. So I was fine. Okay. I get changed. I go and I'm about to go back online for my class, and the buzzer rings. And I answer it. Well, it's a good thing I did. It was a special delivery, and he needs me to come downstairs and sign. Now, I've already disinfected my footwear. I've put all my clothes in the laundry. I've already changed. I've already put one mask into the wash, and I've washed all my hands. I've done everything. So I'm groaning. So I write quickly to my students. I send them a message. I say, look, take an extra 15-minute break because I have this package I have to go deal with, which is going to require me to change my clothes again and do all this disinfecting again. I'm so sorry. But that's fine with them. It's a very long class. They're happy to have the extra break. Of course, I don't think this through. I have to sign for the package. So I go downstairs, and sign means I have to sign using his pen on his machine, and I have to be close enough to him to do that, which is like not even half a foot away. I tried doing it like this. It didn't work. Well, don't you think, despite being really careful, my clothes brushed against him, I brushed against him, my arm brushed against his gloves. Not his fault, but they're dirty. They're touching 50,000 packages in people's houses. I was like, oh no, now I need to shower again. So I go upstairs, and I'm already upset because I'm thinking now I'm going to be late for class. I've got to shower. I've got to throw these clothes in the laundry. I start by taking off my shoes that need to be disinfected, a different pair that now need to be disinfected. And as I'm taking them off, one of them I kicked off too hard, and it goes into the area of the kitchen. So now the kitchen floor needs to be disinfected. So I spray that with Lysol temporarily, keeping in mind, after class, I'm going to have to wash that floor with bleach and disinfect it. Okay. I'm taking off the rest of my stuff after washing my hands carefully, like the masks, putting them in the laundry, doing all of that, and one of them falls, again, in a different part of the kitchen. Completely, again, ruined the disinfecting. Had to spray that. Long story short is, I run naked, I hop in the shower. Because I'm teaching, I don't have time to blow dry my hair. It takes me like 30 minutes. So I had to come back to class with just my wet hair with straightener in it. This is why it looks like this. And teach my class with wet hair. And I just threw on my first thing that was, I'm telling you guys, I wash my clothes so much every day because I have to do several changes. Even though I order those medical scrubs, on the days when I get a lot of packages, or a day like today where I mess up, I have to change a lot. So I don't have a dryer here. Everything has to hang to dry. So I grabbed my first sweatshirt that I had there, which was this one from Crafting, and came back on and taught the rest of my class. So I should have made a blooper video on how not to deal with things during the coronavirus today, and it would have gone viral. So I normally don't come on, but I surely needed a break. I went on, taught my class, had lunch, and caught up on your videos and comments. And I said, you know what? You got to tell them this story because it's kind of funny and it tells you what kind of day I'm having. Again, a girlfriend told me earlier today, today's the kind of day where even coffee needs coffee. And girly, it's so true. This has just been one of those days. And it's my long day. I don't finish till after 9 tonight. So by the time I'm done with administration, it's going to be 10 p.m. before I'm done. I'm going to be so tired. I'm going to be so tired. I'm not leaving this apartment so I don't have to shower a third time because that's normally what would have to happen. Oh, no. I'm just going to get into my lammy jammies and go to bed because I'm going to be so tired by then. After I wash my face and brush my teeth, I'm going to bed. I did, though. So many of you really loved the glue tips from the BB Craft package, and I love them too. I cannot believe I lived without these before. So because so many of you said you love them and you want to order them or you've already ordered them, I went and searched for Miss Judy's glue tip cleaning video because, guys, this is really how I learned how to clean my glue tips, and I have used it ever since. I now know the procedure off by heart because I learned it from Miss Judy, but I am going to link that video down below and at the end in an end screen, because if you're going to have these glue tips, then you should know how to clean them. And also, I just think everyone should have access to Miss Judy's video. It was amazing. It taught us a lot of things, not just how to clean glue tips. But that video was excellent for teaching us how to properly care for our precision glue tip bottles. So you will find that at the comment section and at the end of this video. But that made me realize that we haven't done a craft hack share in 8 months. And that was an amazing thing. We did that when I was in the Holy Land. And I tagged a bunch of people and I said, all right, share with us 1 or 2 of your best craft hacks. And we learned so much from each other. So I thought, since we have a lot of people at home, everyone's stuck at home with a stay-at-home order, or most of us are. Although I understand Georgia reopening their beaches today. Heather, is that true? That's got to be terrifying. I mean, I don't know. It's early days to be reopening beaches, I think. But you have to tell me what you think, Heather. All right, so I thought this is a perfect time for us to learn from one another. So here's what I'm going to do. I've tagged a whole bunch of people that we would love to learn some craft hacks from you. If you could make a video or an Instagram post, and I listed some specific Instagram people, a video or an Instagram post on 1 or 2 of your best kept craft secrets or things you've learned that have been really useful to you, maybe we could all learn something from you. You know, just like Miss Judy last time taught us how to clean glue tips. Jelly Bean taught us how to make copies and make better use out of our stickers and our paper and our chipboard, especially if it's going out of stock. You know, so I thought I would just do this again. What a perfect time for us to share our best craft hacks. So I am going to list a bunch of people just because I'd love to hear from them. I think they have a lot that they could share with us, or maybe because they're newer to our community, it'd be a great way to get to know them better. But this is in no way elitist. Anyone who would like to do this, I would love to learn your craft hacks. All you have to do is put a hashtag craft hacks and be included in this. So just because if I don't list you here doesn't mean you shouldn't participate. If you'd like to participate, please participate. We can all learn something from each other. Just like I said in that BB craft video, I can learn as much from a new crafter as I can from an expert level crafter. Everyone has something to teach. So if you've got something to teach, please do this video or Instagram post. All right, but here are the folks I did tag because I thought either A, we want to get to know them better, or B, I think they could offer us some really great advice. All right, so here we go. VSJ Velma, we would like to know your craft hacks. Gina loves to craft. I know you do a lot of stamping, so I thought, oh, it would be great, Gina, if you could give us a stamp hack, but give us any hack you have. The Happymaistamper, Joanne. We haven't heard from you much lately, and I thought it'd be really nice if you did this craft hack video. Plus, I know, you know, that you're a rep for Stampin' Up, so you may also have some really good hacks for us. We had to include Susan Tootsie Tucker. She is our most innovative, out-of-the-box thinker. And if there's anyone who can teach us a hack or 2 or 5, it's Susan, for sure. I mean, she taught us how to, like, melt down Easter grass. So, yeah, she could teach us a hack or 5. All right. Last time I tagged Jelly Bean Junction because she is one of our expert-level shabby crafters. So this time I'm going to tag Donna Dreams ×3 because she's another one of our expert shabby crafters. And I know she knows how to do tons of stuff. You know what we'd all like to know? How the heck do you dye the seam binding? So, seriously, but any craft hack you want to share with us, we'd appreciate. All right, I'm tagging Solaeenchantedbycraft. Believe it or not, I know you didn't mean this as a hack, but when you showed us how you stored your journaling cards, I changed my whole storage system. I don't know if I ever shared that with you, so thank you. So whatever little crafting tip you have that you think we would benefit from, we'd really appreciate knowing. Sharingmoore, Miss Eboney. Now, Eboney may not have time to make a video because she is making surgical caps and masks for frontline workers. But Eboney, if you do have time, you are such an organized, amazing crafter. When you showed us your splatter paint box, I was just blown away. Especially as someone who teaches that kind of technique, I was blown away. So we would love a craft hack from you, but only if you have time, because we love that you're making these masks for everybody. All right, just Jahneah, we want your craft hacks because we're learning, you know, folks. Jahneah may be new to YouTube, but she's not really new to bookmaking. And I think you're all catching on to that the way I am. So we want your hacks, girly. Miss Deb Hendrick, because she is a longtime expert level crafter, and I know she's got some workarounds we can learn from. Suzanne Nocco, I don't know if you have the spirit to do this in light of everything going on with your family. And I hope you saw how many people prayed for you and your family last night and how many people sent well wishes. But if you do have the spirit within you to do this, we would love to have some craft hacks from you. We really would. Miss Bertha Blessed Wilson, it is time for a craft hack video from you. Your projects have just been remarkable lately. So I bet you can teach us a thing or two. Monti, the polka dot pinecone. We definitely need a hack or 5 from you. You know, you taught us that amazing way to use seed beads. Like, we're so innovative. I don't know what hack or 2 you're going to choose, or 5, but I know we can learn lots from you. Toni, Miss Craftpurge, you and I have some things in common. I think we learn in a very similar way. You're just further advanced on the journey, and I really do like your style a lot of crafting. But I know you got some hacks. I know you do, and we want them, girly. You do have a lot on your plate. You have young children at home, and I know that. But if you could find some time to share with us just one hack, Toni, that would be amazing. Geez, Tidbits, we definitely want a hack from you. You've done some really interesting projects this year. I mean, you even did that intricate painting that took forever. So we want a hack from you, G. Maybe 1, 2, if you could do it. Green Tea Paper and Company. We definitely, otherwise known as Tammy, we definitely want a hack from you, if not 2. Your projects are wowing so many of us. So we know you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Miss Absolutely Alice, we definitely want a craft hack from you. You are such an incredible crafter. You just are. And that book that you made for Rosie's was beautiful. I'm partial to books, y'all. You know that. And I was just like, oh. But we would love any of your hacks, Alice. Any of them. Any little workaround trick that you've got up your sleeve, we want it. Now, Chiquita's, I'm not going to say this right. Do not make fun of me, y'all. Chiquita's Crochet. We definitely want one from you too, because you're new to paper crafting, but you're sure not new to crafting at all. Nope. You know how to do all sorts of crafting. And there are lots of us on here that are starting to learn the opposite way. Like, I'm starting to learn how to sew. Some people on here are learning how to crochet because they love to have the little doilies and things for their projects. So we want a craft hack from you. Oh, yes, we do. What Lizzie presents. Lizzie, we want a hack from you. I know sometimes it's hard for you to film a video, so even if it's a shorter one, that would be great, but we want one of your craft hacks. And if you have 2, that would be great. Crafty Michelle, you are such an incredibly skilled crafter that we would really love at least 1 hack, if not 2 from you also. We would be so incredibly grateful. Debrah's Chillin' Bags, well, I'm sorry, after all that attention to detail, and you wowed us. You wowed us because you were able to do everything well, from like little teeny pom-pom charms to those gorgeous bags. I mean, never mind the traveler's journal. So we want a hack from you, if not 2. You have quite a few hacks up your sleeve, I think, and we need them. We need them in our life. We need them in our life. We really do. And last but not least, Miss Carrie Martin, which is Carrieskraftemporium. We would like a craft hack from you as well, please. And you've got many. And, you know, a lot of us are trying to make paper flowers better, and you know how to do that very well. So if you could share, hint, hint, a hack or 2 for flowers, we would love it. On Instagram, all right, we want Crafting with the Divine Intervention. We would love a hack from you on Instagram. Something you can teach us that would help us craft better. Zuly C, I haven't heard much from you lately, girly, and I hope you're okay. So I'm tagging you for Instagram. Share with us a hack on Instagram that you do, you know, something we can learn about, learn how to do much, much better. And Lauren Cunningham, of course, I'm going to tag you, girly, for our Instagram. 100% I am. And Glenda Arwood, we would love a hack from you. And you could share that via Instagram, and that would be amazing. And last but not least, I would love to have a hack from Tree Craft On that either she does on Instagram or YouTube, because she does both, you know, pretty equally, actually. We really want a craft hack from you. We do, because you do lots of creative projects. All right, y'all. Again, anyone who wants to participate in this, just do a hashtag craft hack so we can find them. This by is no means an exhaustive list. This is just a list of people I thought we would learn lots from, or we'd like to get to know better, or we just haven't heard from in a while. Yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I feel much better having spent this time with you. And now it's time for me to get back to teaching. I probably should change my shirt for the evening class. Yeah, I better. I'm not going out again today. I am not taking a third shower. No, no. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for spending this time with me and for making me feel better. And I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. I have a feeling I'm going to be way too pooped tonight, and I still have to do some extra disinfecting. All right, y'all. Stay safe, healthy, and creative. Bye for now.